so much. We spent in Berlin. It was a more calm month. We did some bike tours, enjoyed the upcoming spring, and just enjoyed the time with our friends. So after almost 3 months of traveling, and we mainly staying in Berlin, giving up our old apartment, we finally back in Portugal. It's very nice and very green now. We made the right decision, like going here to Portugal, living here in the nature. For me, it's better to have my daily life here, surrounded by this beautiful nature, this beautiful land, and just appreciate the city when I'm going there. And then I really enjoy it. But living there showed me again, like, it's just so stressful. March in Berlin, it was the time where the spring was coming, like a lot of flowers were growing everywhere out of the earth. It was really nice, especially you have a lot of crocuses, and it's just little purple flowers, also in yellow, and they pop up literally everywhere. It was so nice, so beautiful. And also the cherry trees, they started to like be in blossom. And one of the streets which is close to our apartment, where we always went to get a coffee, because there are a lot of restaurants and cafes, there was this beautiful old big cherry trees, and it was insane the amount of flowers it had. And also when the wind was blowing, you saw everywhere this little pink, the cherry petals in the air. It was one of my favorite things. And I also need to say, like, in Germany, you have a stronger change in the seasons from the nature. And spring, after this dark, gray, cold winter, is just something special. And I also noticed that I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, we were also very lucky with the weather. So we did had many cold days, but also we had some nice sunny days as well. So it was really nice to enjoy the nature, walk around and all the stuff. Oh, and not only the nature, but also the city, right? Just going around, going for walks and market and all this stuff was really nice. Another thing that we did was really nice, and we should have done more. It was a bike ride. So we managed to get one of these days where was actually sunny. We rented 2 bikes, fairly good bikes, was nice. And we did 100 kilometers for the first time as well. So it was really tough. I was dead at the end, but it was a lot of fun. It was good. So we did with some friends, and yeah, I forgot how nice it was. So the nature, biking around Berlin, about the Brandenburg area, and also this neighbor friend that was kind of guiding us. Also knew some different areas there we've never been, we never biked. It was really nice. We had a lot of fun there.
That's true. Only one incident, you're on the way back when we were dead after enjoying our ice cream. Daniel's tire, he got a flat tire.
Now, I think that I got the flat tire before. So I actually mentioned that it was like, wow, my legs are heavy, feels very heavy. Right before arriving to the ice cream shop, it was like amazing, by the way, but it was super heavy. But anyway, we stopped, went for ice cream, for food. And when we start driving again, riding again, I noticed that the tire was flat. The front tire was flat.
Then we wanted to do second part, 40 kilometers, and Danny has a flat tire just after 2 meters. Everybody does what they can do the best.
That made me even more exhausted.
Yeah, but I also noticed, like, I'm sitting too much. My lower back was hurting so much. I was so dead. I noticed on several occasions in Berlin that I'm just not used to stand so much anymore. And also, like, now with the bike, it was really hard. And we needed to bring the bike back on the same day, like in the evening. And with Danny's flat tire, it was so hard to change the tire. I don't know what was so different with the other bikes, but it took us such a long time, and then exhausted driving back, like super hungry, didn't pack enough food, but we managed it just in time. I was happy.
Felt really good.
Oh yeah, and after bringing the bikes back to the shop, we picked up the girls. They were staying with our good friend Camille, and they also had a very nice day. They went to one of the lakes, playing around with all the other dogs. Camilla even showered them before giving them back to us. So it was really good. And it was so cute. Like when we picked them up, they were so happy. And
it was premium service.
Yeah.
free dog sitting, shower, and everything. It's
And happy
amazing.
dogs.
And can't complain.
And talking about dogs, we developed like a new routine when staying there at the apartment. Normally, we always went with Bonnie to the Volkspark Friedrichshain, which is a bit more far away, but also a bigger park. But it's too much of a walk on asphalt. So I went with Mona and Bonnie now to a different park, a very small one. It was like a little park at the Wasserturm, which is, I don't know how to explain. It's just a tower where they used to, I don't know, the name is Water Tower. I don't know if it's related to water or not. But anyways, it's a very nice place. You walk up, how do you call this?
Stairs, ramp.
Yeah, you walk up a ramp and then you are at the green area with very nice view on the city. You can also see the TV tower. And in the mornings, it's the place to be if you have a dog. Because there's so many dog owners coming with their dogs, everybody drinking like a coffee, chilling, enjoying the morning sun, and the dogs just having the time of their life. You
Yeah,
just need
but-
to be careful with Ordnungsamt. Like it's kind of the street police. If they see you, then it's expensive. Dog off leash is 60 euros, with 2 dogs would be 120. But since everybody just lets the dogs run around as however they want, people always pay attention, and if somebody's coming close, everybody gets the dogs on leash and just leave it. That was cool. It was nice. And also a big difference, like in the city, the dogs in general a bit more trained and more socialized. So it's cute and fun to see like how they're all playing with each other.
Yeah. Also, almost part of routine was going to Kovic market.
In Kolwitz, Wochenmarkt am Kolwitzplatz.
So there's this nice market next to us on Saturday or Sunday.
Saturdays,
We would
always
usually go
Saturday.
for a nice walk there, grab some food, meet different friends and talk. It was always nice. I had the impression it was getting busier and busier. I don't know, at least my past memory from living there was that it was not that busy before.
It probably
And it-
was.
I don't think so. It was just very busy, shitloads of people, but it was nice. So nice. You can just stop by, buy whatever you want. You have some finger food you can just eat, and I don't know. It's nice. Good vibes, good coffee, good ice cream, good everything you want there. Very nice, very convenient. Also close from us, so we could just go a bit for short walk with the dogs, but also meet friends and still be outside and find like some spot in the sun.
Get some drinks.
Very good. Yeah, some drinks.
Yeah, but it's a thing that many people living in this area are doing every weekend. Like, I have a few friends who go every Saturday to do like their market purchases, buying some veggies, because there you get some veggies grown in the not neighborhood, but Brandenburg or the surroundings. So you get a bit more high quality veggies, which is nice, and also good meat and cheese. So it's a good place to be. It's fun.
And the main reason we actually went to
Berlin,
Berlin was to return the flat,
our old flat.
the old flat we had there. So I had to close everything and all the stuff. And
Talk about giving away all the things, inviting friends.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody came by, giving.
it felt weird. At first, the apartment was massive compared to the tiny house here. We really felt like, wow, there's so much space. It's crazy. Another thing of living there, again, is to see some familiar faces. There's still a lot of people living there from like 2-3 years ago. There's a lot of new faces as well. Also, the daily routine from us was much more enclosed. So even though we were surrounded by people, it's just at the apartment all the time. I ordered a lot of food that it's great and bad at the same time. I got some kilos, but it was delicious. It's just...
Food delivery.
Why? We're recording all the time.
Why? Because we order too much.
What is this? Order a sushi or burrito or anything.
Vietnamese food.
Food, it was really
Missing it
nice.
So much.
And over the past months, we have been just giving away things from the apartment. So we need to close everything. So completely empty apartment so we can return. So we did a couple of times like inviting friends where we would just do some brunch and some drinks, and they would also just take everything they want. So it was actually fun. It was a kind of free flea market for our friends, and yeah, enjoyed it a lot. It was fun.
We're just getting rid of all things, also old clothes, old books, whatever. No.
So 2 groups of checking perfect books. And then we have over here The massage guns.
I think everybody from our friends got now something from us. Like I think about. And it was also nice to have Mulan like now on the flat because I think for her it was also obviously something fully new because she just knows the land and the tiny house, and coming to the city was in the beginning quite stressful, but then she found her routine. And I think, was very interested in everything, and she handled the city quite well. And also living in the apartment, I think we would manage with 2 border collies in the apartment. I think at the land it's definitely better, but it would have been manageable with the routine we were developing. And also keeping them entertained, like with little toys in the apartment, hiding stuff. Also in Berlin, you have some nice like pet shops close by, so sometimes I went with them for them to choose some treats they want, some delicious dried meat, which was smelly, but for them it also had some positive sides and being in the city, I think.
Yeah, easy. I think if you get the routine of going to the park and sports with them, easy.
Yeah,
But again, he is much better.
of course.
Also, about meeting friends, it was really good to see Natalia, a friend of us, that was actually here taking care of the newborn puppies while we were in Asia traveling. And she had a chance to meet Mulan again, right? But this time, proper dog, 7 months old, big. And I think by the time Natalia was here, it was like this mini creature, could barely
Fluffy.
walk, fluffy. And yeah, it was a nice, how do you say,
Reunion.
reunion after the whole Asia adventure chaos stuff.
Yeah, for her it was really bad.
Yeah.
I felt so sorry.
For a recap, Natalia stayed here for a week, and it was the week that had the most rain and storm and chaos and no electricity, no water, no nothing. It was completely nightmare, and yeah, everybody survived, but it was a bit stressful, mainly for her.
Very traumatized. In March, I also finally celebrated my 30th birthday, which was in the year before November. But I just wanted to use the chance to meet all my German friends as well. And I mean, since we lived for a very long time in Berlin, obviously most of our friends are there, so it was great to get them all together. I was celebrating in the cafe of a friend of ours. We just opened it. It's a very nice place. It's a Colombian place, Café Saman. I recommend. They have delicious food, delicious drinks, and it was just a very nice day. Like many people came. We also took the chance, since we have a lot of common friends already, that Danny also invited a few more of his friends to also celebrate his birthday a bit.
Happy birthday to you.
Which was in February, just when we arrived. And yeah, my friends prepared 3 cakes. I was very touched. Like one beautiful, massive birthday cake, a white one, very pretty with lots of candles and this, I don't know how you call this firework thingy. And then I got a beautiful vegan cake of fruits, very delicious, and a very nice chocolate cake made by our friends and her kids. It was also very premium. I don't know, I was so overwhelmed. It was really nice to see what nice people we have in our life. I was enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, it was a good wrap up because it was a party kind of right before us start driving back, right?
Yeah, we left in April and this was end of March.
Yeah, and the problem is that maybe we invited too many people or we didn't have enough time, because I felt like very busy trying to talk with everyone that I haven't been talking in age, and we couldn't really talk with everybody. I don't know, it was a bit stressful from this perspective, but it was really nice to have them all there. It's really good.
I was also just hopping from group to group. I think this was also maybe not a problem, but since it's a lot of different friends groups, I had some friends from school, then I don't know, some friends from the cafe where I was working, then some Daniel friends, but also different groups. And
It's hard.
my family, so it was not properly mixing up, but like every one of us needed to but wanted to spend some time with all the different people, so it was a bit difficult. But yeah, still fun. And yeah, this was March. Besides this, just
Planning the trip back home.
planning trip back home, a lot of working, a lot of restaurants.
Yeah.
cinema, all the things. I did pottery, all the things I usually never do. I was trying to do, enjoying the good sides of the city, but also having in mind going back soon. And it was good to know that we could go back soon. Yeah, next month, April was a month just full of traveling.
Sure. Done.
Ciao.